Introduction to Roborigger ARM1500 models. This video covers the basics of Roborigger. Pre-check and startup. Connecting the remote control. Test functionality. Indicator warning lights. Remote control handover between two operators. Shutdown procedure. Pre-check and startup. All rigging equipment to be suitable for service and as per lift plan. Unit must be on the ground with no load on the shackle. Disconnect charging cable from unit unless charge in run mode is enabled. Turn main isolator on. Look for damage and check for any loose nuts and bolts. Inspect lifting chain assembly, check shackle pin, nut, and cotter pin are in place and secure. Ensure mesh guards are in place and secure. Clean camera lens underneath. Look for leaking coolant, green or red puddle on the ground. Pull out emergency stop on Roborigger machine. If it has been pushed in, switch from standby to run mode. Check indicator warning lights. Blue indicator light should be flashing until the remote control is connected. Connect remote control and check charge status of Roborigger and remote controls. Indicator light on panel is solid green when charged. You can also check this on the remote control. Ensure radios are working. Communications with other Roborigger operators. If connected to the crane, make sure there is no upwards load on the shackle when switched from standby to run, as this will prevent the unit from calibrating. Slow rotation will be observed if unit is not calibrated. The isolator must be in the on position to operate and charge Roborigger. Connecting the remote control. 1. Release the remote stop button, red button, to the out position. 2. Press and hold the two connect buttons, buttons 5 and 6, on the remote control simultaneously for at least 3 seconds until the remote control beeps. The screen will display ready when off the ground, stopped when on the ground, or alternatively, rotate freely mode. 3. Check load cell, remote control, and Roborigger battery levels. The remote control shall have a minimum of 2 bars of battery charge at the start of the task. If 1 bar of charge, then place the remote control on charge. 4. Install safety clips so there is less chance of accidentally engaging the emergency stop button. Roborigger can supply charging cables that allow the remote to be charged from a power bank whilst in use. Test functionality. 1. Turn from standby to run when on the ground. 2. Lift Roborigger 1 meter off the ground. 3. Test functions. I. Set remote control to hold heading and rotate clockwise and anti-clockwise using the remote. 2. Leave in hold heading and confirm there is no observable drift. If it rotates slowly, lower to ground, turn the machine to standby, ensure there is no load on the lift sling, then turn the machine to run, wait at least 10 seconds and then lift off ground in a single motion. Note: reconnect the remote control after you turn it back to run mode. If Roborigger is left half lifted off the ground, it can confuse the calibration routine. If Roborigger is not rotating, no power to flywheel, emergency stop button is not pulled out. Indicator warning lights. Red flashing. Warning. Refer to a warning light table in the operator's manual. Red on. System fault detected. Must stop using Roborigger, place on the ground and report. Blue flashing. Roborigger isolator on and in run mode, remote control is not connected. Blue on solid. Roborigger is on a run mode and the remote control is connected. If applicable, 360-degree calibration completed. Amber off. Roborigger is in rotate freely mode. Amber on. Hold heading mode is activated. There is also an indicator warning lights under the hook. Remote control handover. Roborigger is normally operated using two remotes, one with a Roborigger operator at the loading location and another Roborigger operator at unloading location. Only one remote control can be connected to Roborigger at a time. The first Roborigger operator gets the load oriented and has Roborigger in hold heading mode. The first Roborigger operator can now advise crane operator and other Roborigger operator that they are disconnecting. Press disconnect button 6 until remote control disconnects. This may take up to 5 seconds. The remote control will then reboot ready to reconnect. The second Roborigger operator can now connect to Roborigger by pressing both connect buttons together, 5+6, until their remote control beeps and either the hold heading or rotate freely red LED lights up. Roborigger stays in the current mode, e.g. hold heading, when control is handed over or if control is lost because Roborigger is out of range. Range is approximately 100 to 150 meters. Warning. It is bad practice to just let Roborigger get out of range such that it loses signal and disconnects. The crane operator and Roborigger operator may still believe the other Roborigger has control. There is also a 5+ second period when the remote tries to regain the signal and other Roborigger operator cannot connect in this period. Always disconnect using button 6 before the signal is lost and advise the crane operator and other Roborigger operator. Don't operate remote controls with low battery levels. If a remote control runs out of charge, another remote control cannot connect to Roborigger. Refer to the operator's manual for more information. Shutdown procedure. Lower Roborigger onto the ground or supplied pallet, ensure Roborigger is stable. Disconnect the remote control, hold button 6 until the remote control beeps. Release the safety clip and push in the remote stop button. Ensure Roborigger is on the ground before doing this. Turn the green standby switch on the front panel clockwise to standby. Leave the isolator switch in the on position. Charge Roborigger and remote controls. Warning, always shut down power when Roborigger is on the ground unless flywheel speed is near zero. Roborigger. Making lifting operations safer and more efficient.